So I'm gonna introduce you guys into Evaa. Evaa is on the Ton blockchain. It's basically Ivy, spelled backwards. Um, Evaa allows for you to stake um, or supply your ton, ST ton, JUSDT, JUSDC, and your USDT. And JUSDT is actually just bridged from Ethereum USDT and bridge USDC. TS ton and ST ton is just staked ton basically. And this allows for you to short and go long in Toncoin. So you could go 2, 3, or 4, even 5 layers deep. I don't suggest 5 layers, but 2 or 3 layers deep in the long. And since it's on the blockchain, your liquidation price doesn't change. So your variables are different. When you leverage on exchanges, the whole point of that is to get your funds, because you're trading within the exchanges, what you would call their what is it called? Their market makers. You're trading within using their market makers. So they might have, or their pools that they created in their background, on their back end of their exchanges. So they might have $5 million worth of, it would never be this high, but let's say in the case of Mexi, right? A listing fee of 100,000. They take 50,000 of that money, and it would be in USDT, and 50,000, bubblegum coin. And this would be create a pool, right? And you could trade back and forth along with their the mechanics of their exchange, right? You get the charting or whatever. So you're selling and buying within those parameters. Now, outside liquidity comes in, more of bubblegum coin comes in, and those parameters change. That liquidity increases, but that's how it starts, right? And then those assets actually belong to Mexi or CoinW or whatever exchange you're using, until you remove them. So the whole point of it is to make money off of you. So when you leverage, they want to make as much money, so they don't want those leverage positions to actually make you money. So you might look at 10 other exchanges, and Bitcoin is 65, and then on Mexi or xt.com, Bitcoin just dropped to 15,000. Is extremely manipulated in the background of those exchanges. So I would not do get futures contracts on those exchanges, and I would not leverage on those exchanges. It's basically all fugazi. It's all fake. You get a lot of influencers that would suggest it, but that's because the exchange just give them perks and free stuff. But anyways, you can borrow and you can supply. So let's say you want to supply how would you supply? Let's say you want to supply some Toncoin. They would give you different percentages that you could supply the Toncoin. And you just hit supply. Well, I think the Toncoin, I think something's wrong with the network. The network is probably still down from dogs or whatever, that stupid meme coin. But that's how you do it. You hit supply, and then you would, in the case if you want a long, you would borrow either JUSD something, so C or T, or USDT. You would just borrow USDT, and then you would go to DDust, or you could use the swap that they have, and just swap it back over to Ton, and then reallocate it. And you would do that like 3 times to get 3 layers deep, right, on whatever price point that you wanted. And then when it went up to like, whatever, let's say $20, you would revert that. You would take the Ton, turn it back into USDT, and then pay your loan back and unwind that position. The whole Toncoin network is just acting up lately. But we're gonna keep this video short. Just services having problems. Yeah, it's just, everything's having problems. There it goes. So you could just swap it over, whatever. And Toncoin actually has other swaps, and this is one of them that you could use. So you got the borrowing, and then you can supply like JUSDC has a current APR, I would say between 50 to 90% right now. That is paying the people that's staking, because not too many people staked on that. I guess people are trying to move their money over to Ethereum, so they're switching it to JUSDC, because there are bridges that you could use on DDust that allow you to move your funds over, and you just have to have a MetaMask account and a little bit of Ethereum, and then you can use the bridge. It's not that hard actually. But yeah, you got the swap, got the rewards. They'll actually give you rewards in Evaa. I don't really care about it though. Different APRs on the borrowing side, and then you can supply Ton, TS Ton, and if you wanted to short Ton, you would just borrow ST Ton, and then swap it to USDT. And when Ton fell, then you would exchange USDT for ST Ton, and then you would essentially short a Ton. But you only want to do this at the highest points of the market. You don't want to do this when the market dips down to certain points, because of the manipulation within the crypto market. You have to be careful what you do. It's all based off of human nature, and certain people lining their pockets. So in that case, it's not predictable in any sense of the word. Bitcoin is predictable. Ethereum is kind of predictable because of the ETFs that they have now, or ETPs, exchange traded products. But coins without that aren't predictable because you don't know what they're going to do. The charts might say one thing, and then somebody decides, a part of the project that they're going to dump off. But yeah, Evaa, check it out if you're on Toncoin, or you want to know how to lend and borrow on Toncoin. This is a protocol that you can use to do that, to leverage your Toncoin while the market is down currently. Since the founder is locked up, the coin has taken a dip, and this would be a way to get more Toncoin before we go back to that $6 to $7 price point. All right.